Welcome back, everyone, to another LEGO Star Wars 2024 video, and today is the day. So we finally have the some new LEGO Star Wars Summer 2024 leaks right here. These will all be August 1st, 2024, and yeah, so this is exciting. All right, this really came out of left field. I knew it was going to be sometime, middle of January, but this is definitely a little bit earlier than I expected, but I'm not complaining. All right, so we have quite a few good things here, and I will be filming this video kind of one by one as stuff goes public. So if, I kind of repeat myself maybe a couple times or the background changes, that would be why, all right? But without further ado, I want to keep this video as short as possible. I'll probably do a little bit of a longer one a couple days from now, maybe a full recap. I'll do maybe like a 25-30 minute thought video, but let's just go ahead and start, guys. So we have 75385, the Battle on Peridia, probably most people's favorite out of the bunch. This is going to be $40 or $50. I think it's going to be 50. 382 pieces. This is going to come out August 2024, of course. And then the minifigures here are definitely the driving factor of it, all right? So for $50, we get 5 minifigures, and listen to this lineup, man. So we have Ahsoka in her white outfit, so hopefully some nice printing, and also some nice white cloth. We also have live action Ezra, which is going to be wonderful. I think the actor did great. I think he looked pretty nice in live action, so hopefully that translates well to Lego form. We also have Thrawn, okay? So definitely not going to be Thrawn Star Destroyer like some people have been claiming, all right? It's just going to come in a nice little cheap set right here. And really for Thrawn, I don't think there's really any way they can mess them up as long as they get, blue skin, red eyes, black hair, and the proper ranking on the chest. I think, really that's a good Thrawn at that point. We also have Captain Enoch, which I'm a little worried about. This is definitely the one where I feel like it has the biggest chance of looking very, very bad. But one thing I will say is if they do use the new Family Guy Stormtrooper helmet, I think at least there's enough dimension there where if they want to somehow integrate the actual face on the helmet, it might actually work. Although I'm a little bit worried they might just try to do, which I guess if they do it right, it wouldn't look too bad. I mean, again, this helmet's going to be tough to do. If they have an open face helmet, and then they actually just print on a pearl gold minifigure head, that probably will be what they do, but leave your thoughts down below. Which way do you think would look better? And then lastly, we have Morgan Elsbeth with a new face print. So this right here, probably in her Night Sister form, more zombified, I guess, a little bit. Probably have her green sword, and definitely be a nice little variant of Morgan Elsbeth, and really get all the minifigures we need, man. All we're missing at this point is a Night Trooper, but I wouldn't even doubt, based off the Mandalorian Season 3 battle pack we're getting, maybe sometime early 2025, we get a Night Trooper battle pack, but that's all the speculation right there. But the Battle on Peridia, man, nonetheless, $50, 5 minifigures, 382 pieces. It'll probably be similar to the Kenobi vs. Vader, where it's like literally just like a little playset scene. You'll probably no vehicles, nothing small even. This is one of those things where me personally, I wish there was a little nodie in there. I guess there's still a chance. Maybe there's a little nodie, maybe a little like 1x1 round cylinder with like something on top to represent a nodie. But nonetheless, guys, $50. This is definitely great. Pretty much a minifigure pack, and hopefully all the minifigures look as great as I think they will. So moving on to the next thing here. This is right here, look, when this first came out, everyone was saying, this is fake, can't be real. And I agree, man. I mean, this is, the most gimmicky thing of all time for LEGO Star Wars to do. 75389, the Dark Millennium Falcon, $170. We don't know a piece count yet. Includes Dark Rey, which, look, I mean, hate Rey all you want. I think her and her Dark Rey outfit might look actually kind of nice. It's going to be nice for a change. Get a nice little variant of her. We also have white outfit Darth Vader, which I did tease over on my Instagram. I thought this was going to be a 25th anniversary minifigure, but it looks like it's not. It's actually in this set. And I'm excited, man. I'm a Darth Vader fan. I'm an Anakin fan, so I am here for it. I can't wait to see the official, actual minifigure. Next up, we have Evil C-3PO, which will be a fun one. We also have Evil Chewbacca, man, which he might look crazy. I mean, an Evil Chewbacca, I'm curious how they do that. And then also we have a Gungan in a blue outfit, which I wonder how they're going to do that. I wonder, what character is going to be, kind of what does it represent. And then also potentially one more minifigure, which I would assume for $170, we will probably get that 6th minifigure, and who knows what it is. Maybe a 25th anniversary, who knows. But the Gungan, it does kind of make me think that maybe another Gungan minifigure might be coming out for Phantom Menace this year or next year, 2025, if they do bring back either the same mold or a new Gungan mold. But that is that set. One of those things where, look, they're retiring the 2019 one finally. and just like clockwork, they're putting another Falcon on the shelf, although this time it is not what anyone expected, but this one will be fun for a change. I don't think this one's going to necessarily last, 4 or 5 years on the shelf, but even if it's just like a year and a half on the shelf, I think this will be a very nice piece for collectors, and I'm very excited for that minifigure lineup. So far, man, we have 2 sets right here that... It's funny, man. For the first half of 2024, I kind of was saying it's kind of lacking minifigures, and now the first 2 sets in August have some stacked minifigure lineup. So there's those 2 right there. Next up, we have 75398. This one should be 1,132 pieces, I think. Buildable C-3PO, $150. Includes a reused C-3PO minifigure. And this is something I've been talking about on the channel for like 6 months, man. I heard the original thing like months ago, whether it was ever supposed to be that way or it was always supposed to be 2 separate sets, is of course, you guys heard me talk about the fact of the new buildable R2-D2 and the buildable C-3PO. This one, at one point, I was hearing it could have been in the exact same set for like 200, but it does now look like, of course, we're getting the R2-D2 earlier in the year. We're getting the buildable C-3PO later in the year, and it'll be a nice pairing. Okay, it's going to be very awesome to get both side by side. I would assume at that point, if the R2-D2 is getting a 25th anniversary minifigure, the C-3PO might also. But really nothing much more to say about this, until we kind of get more information, if it's going to have an extra fig in there or not. But at the moment, it's kind of, it makes sense. Look, I think any other time I would have been a little, kind of, meh on it. But I think going with the R2-D2, now is the time to, kind of have both on the shelf at once. And it will be a nice little thing for collectors to actually buy. Next up here, we have something big, because this might actually tease or partially kind of confirm another set. So we have 75396, the Escape from the Sarlacc right here, $90 for 558 pieces. That's got to be at that point. So maybe some big molds for the Sarlacc, I would assume. But August release, of course, includes Han Solo, Chewbacca, Lando, Boba, the same one from the mech, and then also 2 more minifigures, which I would assume would just be, random, guards, like random, Jabba's, guards, like maybe a Gamorrean, maybe, I doubt it, but maybe just 2 of like the, whatever they're called, man, like a Nikto guard or whatever they're called. But I do think, this has some validity in the fact of, maybe this is supposed to be pairing with that sail barge. All right, so I kind of brought it up the other day that I thought, if they're going to make a UCS sail barge, I think to really sell it and market it right, they would need to have other stuff included, make it more like an MBS set, like include the entire scene. But quite frankly, with this in mind, all right, this really is that extra scene, okay? So maybe if they do the sail barge, all right, make it like $350. All right, so a lot cheaper on the consumer, make it a little bit more, make it make more sense, okay? Because again, I don't think a lot of people are going to want to spend $600 to $800 on a UCS sail barge, especially if it's just the barge. So you give us a cheaper barge, all right, put it out in October, you have this on the shelf at the same time, and that's a very nice 1-2 punch right there. So there's kind of my guess. I think this really does put a little bit more kind of umph in the fact of I do think that UCS Jabba sail barge will be coming in 2024, of course. I've got a lot of reason to think so. Next up here, we have 75393, the X-Wing and TIE Fighter 2-pack, $110. I did kind of hint at this a couple times too, 1,058 pieces. When I put the X-Wing and TIE Fighter side by side back here, this was, that was that hint to this. And I also posted on my Instagram too, I posted a picture of an X-Wing and a TIE Fighter next to a Transformer, because one of the gimmicks here, I guess the minifigures first up, TIE Pilot, X-Wing Pilot, Astromech, and then 2 additional figures, probably just some, named Rebels or whatever. But the gimmick here is you should be able to swap the wings for the TIE Fighter and X-Wing. So to kind of make it, like transform them pretty much, be able to put TIE Fighter wings on your X-Wing body, put X-Wing wings on your TIE Fighter body. Like, what's the purpose of it? I guess it's a kid's toy. I guess the kids, little Jimmy can, fly his X-Fighter, his TIE X-Wing, around his house now. And so, definitely not something that I necessarily care about, and probably a lot of us, but, as long as they don't actually ruin the structure and the look of the actual vehicles apart from each other, if I can put my wings on the other vehicle, sure, I might even do it once just for, the hell of it. I might be a little Tyler for an hour and swing my my Transformer Star Wars around. But either way you look at it, I think it makes sense. They've really had X-Wings and TIE Fighters on the shelf, really at all point, the 2 biggest staples in LEGO Star Wars history, and with the other 2 retiring at the end of 2023, having these, so close really makes sense. But now you don't have the option of picking or choosing. Now they're forcing you to get both at once, man. So, so far, that is everything that is, actually, I take that back. I just hit a refresh here, and here it is. I was wondering, man, if this is going to, leak today. So we have 75383, the Sith Infiltrator. I mean, look, if I didn't make it obvious enough, man, how many damn times did I have a Sith Infiltrator behind me for the past week, man? If I had more of them, I would have put more back there, but I've only got the 1999 one and 2 of the microfighters. But yeah, $70 here, includes Darth Maul, of course, and this one's going to be May, okay? So that's why I've told you, it's going to be the first half of the year, 75383, I've told you that, and it's going to include Darth Maul, Padme, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Panaka. So here we go. All right, guys, and really quickly, here's the rest of everything for tonight, and there should be a part 2 possibly tomorrow, because not everything is going to be public tonight, but basically here we have 75388, the Jedi Bob's Starfighter, another one that sounds like totally fake if you just listen to it. $40, 310 pieces. Jedi Bob will have yellow skin, and then there should be a second figure included as well. So unless the second figure is something absolutely crazy, I feel like this is another example of them possibly adding an extra $5 on top because they know it's going to sell. I think for 310 pieces, these Starfighters should have been $35, but of course it's 40. So this is very hype, of course. If you guys have not seen Ryan's video from a couple days ago, now everything makes perfect sense. So there's that. Then leaving off on the last thing I can say for this video, because I got to get it uploaded. For all I know, this might be public tomorrow, but as of right now, I got to get this uploaded. The last 2 sets, 75392 and 75394. All I can say about these right here, both of them will have 20th anniversary figures. 9-4 is going to be some sort of like big Imperial base set, and that should have Cal Kestis in it as the 20th anniversary figure, or the 25th anniversary. And then also the other set, 75392. All I can say about this, man, I've heard it's like some sort of really weird creature, all right? And it's going to have young Leia as the 25th anniversary minifigure. So again, those last 2 little pieces, not 100%, but I just want to say what I know, and the fact those might be public tomorrow, and I'll go over those more in full detail. So that is everything for today's video. I'm definitely going to talk more about it tomorrow on live stream, probably in a video, and then also maybe even tonight on ACOB. So I'll see you guys all there. Bye guys, stay safe.